adventures.
Greetings all, it's Chuke here. Well, I got the 10mm Stribog. This is a safe weapon, nothing in the magazine, and there's nothing in the chamber here, but I am a big fan of the 9mm Stribog. I did a video on it and I compared it with like the AKV, and of course I approved of the Stribog a little more. This is really interesting. We're going to put it to the test. I got this crazy Siley optic on it, and it's currently 22 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. That's what my car read at the range. So I think this is great. Now, I've talked about not really being a big pistol caliber carbine fan in the past, because if I'm going to have something this size, then why not just get like a little mini AK or something with a rifle cartridge this size, which is still a valid point. But since I'm such a 10mm guy and I've got, you know, collected 10mm ammo and hardcast, when I go on these trips, I'll have a 10mm pistol with me. It just makes sense, because sometimes I get mixed up. I got all these calibers and you just got to make sure I bring the right ammunition. But if all I know is I'm bringing 10mm, then I'm going to be able to use all my pistol ammo in this thing. And with the 8-inch barrel, this would be a good camp gun now, especially for bear camp. A lot of times me and Chuck will cook bacon in camp while we're cooking, you know, our breakfast while we're out hunting bears. And sometimes a bear will just like smell it and come by and check us out. We're like, oh man, we got to shoot it now. He's scaring us, and we're hunting anyways. But anyways, we're not baiting bears. We're just cooking bacon in camp. That's what all the hunters up here do. Anyways, I digress. I think it's great, and for that, it's a perfect situation. It would also be good for tree stand. A lot of guys legally bait bears, and they will have this in their tree stand, something like this, and I think it's great. With the 20-round mag, we're going to test the reliability in very cold temperatures and put it to the test, and also I'm going to shoot 10 rounds of 200 grain Underwood hardcast through it. All right, this is the more inexpensive model, the SP10A3 10mm from Stribog. There is nothing in this magazine, and the chamber is empty, as you can see there. But what a neat little pistol caliber carbine, or just pistol, I guess it would be. It wouldn't even be a PCC. I mean, you could get a tax stamp, get a stock put on it. I'm just going to get a brace for it. So this model is less expensive because it does not have the brace or an adapter on it, which I'm planning on getting. But man, for 1,200 bucks, you cannot go wrong with this thing. I do have the Siley Bull X Pro on there, which I'm actually super impressed with everything Siley makes. Now, this is just such a really good value because they give you 3 of these 20-round magazines, and they're like the kind of ETS mags. As you can see, they're partially transparent, so you can see the rounds as you load them in there. And I think it's just great practice to give 3 mags in whatever firearm you do. That's what, like all the Gen 5 Glocks, at least most of them, they offer 3 mags, and I think it should be an industry standard. A lot of companies aren't doing that anymore, but man, you got an 8-inch barrel, threaded, full pick rail on top, and then they've got this integrated sight system. So it's almost like a gutter sight where you look down through the notch there, and then they've got that small pin sight in the front. I mean, it's fairly heavy, but it could be a lot heavier. It's an aluminum alloy frame. They've got ambi controls on each side, which is a nice touch because they don't add too much to it. And it's similar to like AR-15, but I mean, the 9mm Stribogs are deployed by militaries in other countries, so I've always been a fan of Stribog, and I love the 9mm, so I had to get this, and man, I am very excited about it. Non-reciprocating charging handle there, and it looks like you can put it on that side, so really cool. Let's take it to the range. Function test, Stribog, 10 millimeter, 22 degrees Fahrenheit, below zero. Crazy, crazy weather. All right, I need a brace on this bad boy. See how she does. Wow, not much recoil. The dot is on. Okay, held open. Oh. Huh? Held open. One more 20 rounder. All right. Let's try some Underwood 200 grade hardcast. We're going to shoot 10 rounds. This will be the ultimate test. Underwood hardcast, 200 grain from Underwood. Now this is what I would have in bear camp. Absolutely. Let's see how she does. Unbelievable. This thing is a winner. Well, there you go. My little torture test, just flawless. And I cannot wait to get a brace on it. I got to get the adapter and a brace. This is a good value. Now, I paid roughly $1,200 and change for this. The version with the brace is a little more. It's more like $1,400, but what a value. You're getting a decent little pistol that shoots 10 millimeter. You're getting good velocity out of this barrel, and for me it's totally reliable right out of the box. All I did was pour a little bit of Lucas oil on the closed bolt face there and rack it a few times just because it was so cold. I didn't even take it apart and took it to the range and it was flawless. Recoil is not bad because it's fairly hefty. I say it's a win-win. I give it 2 thumbs up. This is a keeper. I'm going to continue doing tests with it and maybe even bring it to bear camp on one of my bear hunts. I think that would just be a blast. So let me know what you guys think. I am very happy with this little pistol thingy. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, and subscribe. I got a link to my Patreon down below, and buy a Chuke hoodie if you can. Help me out. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10 millimeter. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.